Hey guys, so today let's make some ginger and turmeric shots. So you see I have my ginger. This is probably about 2 pounds of ginger cleaned and chopped up. We're going to use the food processor today. So we're going to do this different from the blender that I did in my previous video. You don't really necessarily have to peel the skin off of the ginger, but I did. I also have some fresh turmeric. Okay, so I peeled the skin off of that as well. I also have some lemon, some oranges, some carrots. I have my 2 cups of water, and I'm going to use a cheesecloth instead of a strainer this time. I also have some dried turmeric. We're going to put some cayenne pepper, some organic honey, and I have my mason jars prepped so that we can get this going. All right, so let's start adding in the ginger. Now, we're not going to add all of this ginger in, okay, because it's a lot. So we're going to add just a little at a time. It'll obviously have more ginger in the recipe than the other items, which is fine. You know, it's still winter outside and it's freezing outside. So we want to, keep our immune system up. Make sure we're getting our minerals and our vitamins in. Well, actually, I think I couldn't add the whole thing. I just might have to do it in 2 parts. Let's see. Okay. We're going to add in our fresh turmeric. Okay. Pick that up. Okay. I'm going to add my carrot. This is where you're going to get your minerals in. It's going to actually bring more juice inside of it as well. And then we have our oranges. So I'm going to peel the orange. We're not going to use the peel. Now, you could use the peel if your fruit is organic. Mine is not organic, which is fine. You can use the skin. But if not, don't use it. And always clean your fruit, your vegetables, like I always tell you guys, with vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and some baking soda. Okay, get all of the pesticides off of it. Keep yourself nice and healthy. All right. So this is a different way to make it, where I feel like it'll be more potent. You want it to be strong. I'm gonna add water, but I don't want to add too much because then it won't be as strong. And this is gonna be good because I'm gonna see, well, we're together gonna see how much the jars am I going to get, the mason jars. Now, if you have the little turmeric shot bottles, which I'm going to get some, we can use those. And then you can fill as many as you can. But I'm going to just put mine in mason jars and then, get a glass and just take a shot like that. All right, we're almost there. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Blends of Paradise and Official Life 15. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, guys? You can see it in the description on my page. All right, now we're going to do the lemons. Now, lemons, be having seeds inside of it. So we don't want the seeds. We're just going to squeeze the juice inside. Now, this is a lot full, but we should be able to blend this all. Get that lemon in there. And if a seed does go in, you're fine, because remember, we're going to use a cheesecloth, so it won't go inside of your juice. Don't worry. You could also use one of those lemon juice squeezers. I have to find mine. I have one, but I have to find it. So I just be using this the old school natural way. All right. Oh, see, it's squeezed. Right, let's get it in. This is good for your vitamin C, build your immune system up as well with the orange. You want to keep yourself nice and healthy. Plus, eating healthy foods definitely helps. All right, so that's it. Now I'm going to add in What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the seasonings, the honey and everything in later. Put some water, cup of water. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit. I think I'm gonna do 1.5 cups. All right, let's see how that works. What I will do is I'm gonna add the honey inside. Okay. And I guess I can just add in all of this. That's just that way when we strain it, it'll be all in. Okay, some cayenne. I don't want to put too much. I want it to be super spicy. Helps with inflammation. So it's a little bit more turmeric. Okay. Now we're going to close it. And we're going to blend. Okay, let's blend. Okay, I'm going to finish blending this and then we're going to move on to the next step. All right, you see guys, it's nice and blended. I have my cheesecloth and my measuring cup here. So we're just going to do a little at a time because we do have a lot. Okay, you'll place it just like that inside. I'm just going to show you how the first batch, how it should look, and then I'm going to finish it up for you guys. And that way you made your own ginger and fresh turmeric shots, guys. Don't spend on it wasting your money. You're going to have as many as you want. You can make it for a week, however you choose. All right. And then now we're going to pick this up. And it's good to get like maybe a glass jar like this where you can hold it. If not, use what you have. Okay, I'm gonna spill it and waste it. Also with turmeric, it does change, you know, your skin color. So if you want to put on gloves, you can. It's up to you. And you can find these cheesecloths on Amazon. And don't even cost, it doesn't cost that much. I think it's like $10. You could use this for pretty much anything. If you know, as far as when you have to strain something, you just, and depending on what you decided to blend, you can save your pulp and use it for something else. Some people freeze their pulp, like if it's vegetables and you're doing this, like you have spinach, kale, and you're making a green juice, which you'll see me make one day. You can freeze it and then use it into either like make a vegetable stock. You know, you utilize everything that you have. Nothing goes to waste. Okay. And there you go, guys. That looks amazing. All right, so I'm going to finish this up and show you what the ending results are. Okay, guys, I am finished. We have our fresh ginger and fresh turmeric shots. I was able to make 2.5. Well, let's say a quarter. And honestly, guys, this was my first time making this kind of shot and also using the food processor here. I nicely cleaned it. It's drying out. And I think I'm going to do it this way. It's a little messy, to be honest, with the cheesecloth. I had to do about 3 batches of squeezing out the cheesecloth. Okay, so I showed you guys the first time and then I did it 2 more times. So it also just depends on how much, you know, product you have. If you have a lot of ginger, if you have a lot of turmeric, it just depends on how many times you have to get the juice out of the pulp. But that's it, and it honestly tastes so much better than my other ginger shot. And you can still use it my old way where you use a strainer. it is a little bit less messier, I feel like, that way. But either way, they both work, both methods. And yes, guys, so I'm prepped and ready to take my ginger and turmeric shots tomorrow morning. I took one already, and tomorrow morning, and we're good to go. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you share this video to somebody that you know, and try the recipe out for yourselves, because I feel like once you try it out, you'll realize like it just takes a little bit of patience, and you can make your own ginger shots. You don't have to buy them. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.